Evolution of 2K. 2K23 gonna come out in like a month and a half. Let's check it out. Let's see.
The most loved basketball video game probably ever, continually giving us edition after edition for over 2 decades.
What, 2K? NBA 2K1 was the best 2K of all time?
Games. As always, thanks for all your support. We appreciate it. This is the original NBA 2K. It was released in November 1999 for the Dreamcast. Allen Iverson was the cover athlete that
Allen Iverson.
Did you get to play this game?
Nope.
NBA 2K1 was released in October 2000.
All-Star game was in DC.
Iverson was once again
Grant Hill played for the Magic.
This game was the first in the
I heard Tim Duncan almost went to the Magic. He had T-Mac, Grant Hill, and Tim Duncan.
NBA 2K2 was released in late 2001 for the Dreamcast, PS2 and Xbox. Iverson was one more time cover athlete, and this was the first game to introduce retired players in their respective teams, including Bill Russell, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Vince Carter can shoot.
NBA 2K3. This is what the gameplay looked like. It was
bro, I hated the games like this, bro. Every time someone got a rebound, the game always froze. Like, bro, I don't need to know you got the rebound. Okay, we know you can rebound, Matumbo. Sheesh.
PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. Although
you're 7 feet tall, you better rebound.
And of course, Iverson is on the cover.
You won't be like Jaren Jackson Jr., 7 feet tall, averaging 6 rebounds a game.
ESPN NBA Basketball was released in October and November 2003. It is the only game in the series to not.
Bro, why is my computer breathing heavy?
And the first of 2 in the series to feature ESPN branding. It was also the first
game ESPN
to have a unique facial
They took 2K out to put ESPN.
ESPN NBA 2K5
then they added 2K back
in September 2004. It was the last game in the series to be published by Sega Sports, before the company sold visual concepts to Take Two Interactive, forming 2K Sports. Ben Wallace is the cover athlete replacing Iverson.
They have Lottie Divac.
NBA 2K6 was released in
Jason
September
Williams, Jason the Jet Terry.
It was the first
White
game
Chocolate.
to be released for Xbox.
Josh Howard. Dirk. Udonis. That was back when Udonis actually got playing time.
Some of the game's motion capture.
And Jerry Stackhouse.
NBA 2K7 was initially released in September 2006. It was the first game in the series to be released for the PlayStation 3, and the last to be released.
Tony Parker, all these old NBA players.
Sharp returned as the cover athlete. NBA 2K8 was initially released in October 2007 for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and Xbox.
Hey, Luke Walton. Hey, Luke Walton actually got playing time? The dude never got playing time.
Was the game's cover athlete. NBA 2K9 was initially released in
this is one of the best 2Ks of all time. I don't care what no one says, bro.
Not much.
Like 2K11 was out, I'll be playing this.
Was updated since
they're just dominating, bro.
Kevin Garnett was featured as the game's cover
This was the
athlete.
Bro, this is my first 2K, so it was the greatest 2K of all time.
Was initially released in October 2009. This game features a reincarnated career mode titled My Player, which would become a staple of the future games in the series, later being retitled as My Career. NBA 2K11 was released in October 2010. Michael Jordan is the game's cover athlete, and the game features several modes focusing on.
Hey, unlock all the Jordans, bro. I wanted to right from the start from this game. That's crazy, man. Hope they don't do that in 23. Hopefully you get all the free shoes, all the free Jordans, especially if you get the Michael Jordan one or the Championship Edition one.
Was released in October 2011. The cover athletes are Magic
Joe Johnson.
Larry Bird,
what y'all know about Joe Johnson?
It also introduced the
Joe Cool.
Greatest mode, where
his buzzer beaters was crazy. His ISO game was crazy.
NBA 2K13 was initially released in October 2012.
Yep, this is when they first had VC in the game. This is when they introduced VC that we all know and love today.
Jay-Z is credited as executive producer of the game.
First game with VC.
He curated the soundtrack of the game. NBA 2K13 was initially released in October 2012. It debuted the feature My Team. The mode focuses on building a very own fantasy team. Jay-Z is credited as executive producer of the game. Among other things, he curated the soundtrack of the game. NBA 2K14 was initially released in October 2013. LeBron James curated the soundtrack, which features 20 licensed songs. And also, EuroLeague teams were introduced.
Y'all know about Tiago Splitter. LeBron blocked him. Is that Udonis Haslem again? He still got playing time in 2K14?
NBA 2K15 was released in October 2014. Kevin Durant was the cover man that
Oh, yes, right. Dwight Howard was on the Rockets.
You were now able to scan your own face into the game. NBA 2K16 was released worldwide in September 2015. Not much was changed
Hopefully,
from the previous
2K. They said 2K16. They said the 2K16 devs are working on 2K23. So it should be good. It should be the greatest 2K of all time. 2K23.
2K17 was released worldwide.
2K23 should be the greatest 2K of all time.
Gameplay-wise, there were minor updates. The game still remains identical to last year's.
I ain't like part cars. I ain't like that. It was the worst 2K of all time. You had to pay for everything. You had to pay to walk. You had to pay to get a haircut. You had to pay to live and go back to your house.
Classic teams, as
had to pay for everything.
Team for each franchise. NBA 2K19 was released on September
2K19 was solid.
The game, however, didn't get any huge updates from its last version. NBA 2K20 was released in September 2019. It was the first game in the series to include all 12 women's NBA teams.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
It
was the 20th anniversary of the game. NBA 2K21 was released on September 4th, 2020. Kobe Bryant is the cover athlete for the Legend Edition cover for both console generations. NBA 2K22 was released in September 2021. Not many changes on this update, although graphics seem to get quite better. NBA 2K23 is scheduled for September 9th, 2022. Its cover athletes for this year's were announced not so long ago.
We saw Devin Booker's rating. He was a 89, and someone in the comment section said, "Imagine your cover athlete not being even a 90 overall." I'm like, bro, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of bad. The cover athlete not even a 90.
Devin Booker and Michael Jordan.
Your cover athlete should be at least a 90. At least.
2K23 is scheduled for September 9th, 2022. Its cover athletes for this year's were announced not so long ago. They are Devin Booker and Michael
I think Booker should have been a number 91. He should have been 91 overall.
Hope you were entertained. Let us know in the comments below anything you would like to see us